And Blender is all she can afford because of her other software recommendation.
which is worse.
Come on, tell us what's your go-to to the app?
Okay. Okay, let's be real here. People would hate me. I don't care how much you would tell me, oh, Clip Studio Paint is amazing. Fudge you. Fudge you. Adobe Photoshop is master race and it will never change
There
your
we
mind.
go. There it is. There it
Yeah,
is.
I will. It's
Okay,
kind of.
kids, you heard it. You heard it here. Photoshop Master Race.
It's, apparently, I'm. It's a cult. I'm probably 100% biased, but
Yeah.
I cannot deny it, okay? It's just so good and so bad at the same time. I grew up with Photoshop. I started Photoshop when I was 4. I think it was I,
God.
th- I think it was just Photoshop back then. It was not Adobe or something, and there was no
Start them
layers.
young.
You start them young. You start them young in the cult, and then I
Like
think,
you're
yeah,
just so brainwashed at this point.
my art director when I was taking my OJT before
Yeah.
told because she was complaining with me like, oh, why are you using Photoshop? Like, why can't you just get Clip Studio Paint? You just pay one time. You know what I did back to her? I think she hated me the next time. I told her like, I'm so sorry, ma'am, that you cannot afford Adobe Photoshop and I can.
Oh my god.
She
Suddenly
was
you're a plebe.
she was so mad.
Like, mami, hindi ko po kasalanan na pulubi kayo.
I know a lot of our friends hate me so much when they ask me about every other. Okay, Cave Studio Paint is good, not bad. You have your own 3D modeler shit. I appreciate it. It's great, but you don't have what Photoshop has. It's like different from a different level. It really does. You know. And the problem why people hate Photoshop because it's so demanding. It needs a lot of RAM. It needs a lot of processing power.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. A big boy needs a big meal, and I understand this is why the computer behind me has 64 gigs of RAM, and I will update it to 128 because it's still not enough.
Sure.
Am I a slave?
Sure.
Yes, I'm a slave.
Keep convincing us that it's a big boy because it needs a lot of stuff. No, he's a big he's a big what's the word, my god? He's a big well, oh god, I lost my train of thought. Fine, you win this one.
It's a
Jesus.
very, very, very demanding app, and it's an industry standard. When you go to a company or in a studio, no matter what okay, Sai, you know this. They would always say, well, everything is in Photoshop, so you have to adjust, which is
Fine.
100%.
Jesus, you win, don't hurt me.
It's like 100%. Oh, come on, Josh. When you go to art school, and we did, what is the
Yes,
program they teach? What is the program they teach?
fine. Photoshop. Photoshop's the first
Photoshop.
thing we learn,
Exactly. So
unfortunately.
that is, but if you're tight in the budget, I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. Just get Krita. Krita is good.
Or if you're on an iPad like me, you can always go Procreate.
Procreate is amazing. It
Yes.
is. I have a friend who hates me because of my point of view. Because she's like, "Oh, Procreate is amazing. It's probably the best drawing app." And I get it. It's good, but like Photoshop is still,
It's not. It's no Photoshop.
And it's like, I like you don't understand. Well, I definitely understand. I probably can never afford an iPad because of Photoshop, but at least I have Photoshop.
You see? Sure. Keep keep telling yourself that you could have had an iPad by now. Just saying.
It's about probably 12 years, I think. Photoshop back
12
then,
years.
but Photoshop back then was like one-time payment thing, and then it became a monthly thing. Okay, I understand the monthly thing. Okay, and then it became higher and higher and higher and higher. Right now, it's around 2,000 pesos. If you get the 3D one, it's around 3,500 a month. Something like that.
Jesus Christ!
I'm not joking. And I also have the Adobe Cloud because I use Adobe Cloud a lot for
I
transferring
don't know.
files.
That's actually very useful.
It is very useful. So if you want more storage, that's an additional more payment. So imagine you're Adobe sponsor me, please.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I would really recommend Adobe. Oh, just it's the most powerful app. I won't suggest you to pirate it, but I would understand why.
It's
I
like,
understand why.
yeah, you're gonna have to pirate it because you're gonna have to sell one of your kidneys to keep it
2,500
for
per
like three
month.
months.
And it's a very expensive app, but it's just like very worth it for its price.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say very worth it for its price, but it's very worth it to flex, I guess.
No, you're just brainwashed.
Wow, wow.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind. I'm what to talk. I'm already in the ZBrush route.
You are. But Photoshop
But
has like so many
okay,
things.
when it comes to 2D art apps, though, I would recommend if you guys don't have the money for Photoshop, and who does, Krita is practically your best bet.
It's
It's as
amazing.
close as you can get, yes.
MediaBang
And
is also amazing.
what?
MediaBang.
Med Medibang, yeah,
Yeah. Is
yeah,
it
that
MediBang
too.
or MediaBang? I don't know how to pronounce it, but
Medibang, I think.
Medi- I think I have it on my
Anyway,
phone. It's a good app.
yeah, yeah. I used to have it on my iPad too, but I just preferred Procreate because I already paid for it.
But cheap portraits around 500 somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, just 500, and you only have to pay for it once.
Yes, it's also really if you have an iPad, oh really good app, really powerful.
Yeah,
Ooh, Krita
the
too.
the
If you're
yeah,
doing
Krita.
basic, concept art stuff, not Krita will be fine. Photoshop,
Yeah,
the only
Krita.
the Photoshop what makes it just special is just because it has so many intricate things for its layer styles and its AI capabilities is why it's expensive. Because honestly, I use Photoshop for almost everything. I animate in Photoshop. I also animate. Well, I do have some of the Adobe programs, but I also sometimes do my 3D panorama in Photoshop or fix my 3D prints in Photoshop because it has majority what I need, and this is why I will probably never leave it unless
Oh.
you kill me.
Or they decide to make it 10,000 per month.
Oh boy, God! Oh,
Nah, she would probably still pay that.
5,000. I think I was.
Oh my god. Oh, so 10,000 is your limit. Okay. At least now we know.
1,000. I think people would revolt though. I mean, I understand, but like people would revolt. I think people would really, really start to
Yes,
revolt.
they
Yeah,
would. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it still have moral standards,